seeing the Tribune lit up is like creates the building having an image of like it's an icon. It's like, what does that mean? What do you think that does for people when they look to it? Why is that important?
Well, this building, the Tribune Tower, is an iconic building. I would argue, and there's a good argument here, that it is the most singular building in the state of California. And I'm not an architectural historian, but I have friends who are, and I've done a lot of looking and searching and all across the country, and there is no single building in America or Canada that I've found to date that is as singular as this building. And let me explain that, because there are several elements in this building that sort of conflate to make it singular, and all of those elements are elements that you'll find in other buildings. Okay, for instance, the copper mansard roof, which we're going to go take a closer look at it, or you saw from the balcony. Well, when we go up on the rooftop, you'll get a closer look at it. That's a 4-story pitched, mansard roof, with solid, sheet copper all the way around it. Incredibly beautiful. Not exactly rare, but not common. You'll find buildings in a lot of East Coast cities that have these types of roofs, and they're pretty astonishing. Each one's special, but this is a good one. This is a particularly exceptional roof of that type. Then you look at the clocks. You have 4 clock faces on the building, which is also not uncommon. That's not super common in buildings of this size to have a clock face like this. There aren't that many of them, but there are some. Okay, but then again, the clocks are neon. The letters and the minute and hour hands are neon, which is also not singular. It's rare, but there aren't that many of them. There are a few, maybe one in half the big cities, somewhere across the country. But it's fairly rare. But it's not completely unique at all. Then you have the wraparound letters, the big letters on the 16th floor, which I showed you the backs of. Also not completely unique, but not that common at all. The thing is, if you put all of those elements together in one building, there is no building I've seen anywhere like this. And if you find one, please let me know. Okay, because I've kind of been looking. I'm not, I'm kind of a half-assed researcher. I'm a back-assward historian. I got into it. I don't have a degree in it. I got into it because nobody else was fucking doing it. So I sort of had to. That's why we wrote our book on the Cacophony Society, because nobody else was going to write it. And it was a good thing to do, because now people know more about that history. But I've been kind of looking, and I haven't been able to find a building. So that makes this building a singular building. The lighting on it, okay, now I've been a neon sign hanger, serviceman, technician for, a long time, 30 years and more, and 35 years, Jesus, 32 years, something like that. And neon is the coolest thing fucking ever invented. Okay, I can say that with authority. I'm sure somebody would argue with me about that. Somebody might think that, who knows what, better than neon, but they're wrong. And so I really dig neon. If you look, you can see this like this neon 6-fingered hand of cacophony up here. Neon has a light quality that you don't get with any other lighting source at all. It's got what's called there's a corona effect. The gas in the neon is electrified. Electricity is impressed across it, same as it would be in a wire, that's part of a circuit, and it ignites the gas. In this case, neon gas, which is red, and the other gas that's typically used in neon is actually not neon; it's argon, which is a blue gas. Those are the two gases that are used commercially out of the dozen or so inert gases that you could use to light up a tube. So it creates this effect, the corona effect, which is a little leakage of electricity around the outside of the tube of the unit. That and some other factors create this really singular type of illumination, and so I don't know. That's why people love it.